What's going on, guys? So I got everyone freaking out at me, telling me, oh my God, the game's broken, the force feedback sucks, it's so light, I can't feel the road and all this stuff. And yes, you are right. They did change the force feedback in the game significantly, and now the wheels are really light. So I wanted to show you this. I just ran this time now, 121.3 at Interpolation with the settings that I'm about to show you right now. I just did this, and believe it or not, I'm actually faster now on this update, and I think you can be faster too. You just have to change things around a little bit, but once you understand how this force feedback works now, I think you're gonna be a little bit better. So let me show you what I mean. Go to settings, go to your controller settings, and you're gonna wanna bump this up to 10. So this is if you have a Fanatec Podium or if you have a DD Pro. So these direct drive wheelbases, that's what I recommend. If you're on like a TGT or something, you're probably gonna be around 8 or 9. I do have my TGT to the left of me. I think 10 might be a little bit too tight, but that's up to you. You'll notice that my sensitivity is at 1. Now there's a reason for that. Normally I run sensitivity at 10, but because of this new update, what's happened, it's a very strange balance between, torque and clipping, right? So I started receiving a lot of clipping when I would jack up the force feedback. So what I've done is, if I keep this at 1, it prevents the clipping, but the torque gives me the detail that I need to be fast, right? So what we're gonna do is, if you have that at 10, go into your wheelbase here. We're gonna go over each one step by step, because you guys have to kind of understand what's happening here, because the settings that I'm gonna give you are gonna be a base, and then you're going to adjust it based on what I said, so you can tinker it and get it perfect. Because if you have a different diameter rim than me, these settings might be a little different for you. So sensitivity, remember, this is your degree of rotation. I have this set for 400 when I hit this lap, okay? They have changed in this game how much cars rotate now. I don't know why they've done this. I don't know why it's changed, but you're gonna notice that you're getting more understeer. You're gonna notice when you're trying to hug a line, when you're trying to go around an apex, you're not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna feel like you have to turn more. Well, whatever it is, just turn this down about 20 or 30 notches. So I used to run about 430, 440 with this car at Interpolation before the update. Now I'm at 400, between 400 and 410. So try reducing the sensitivity down a little bit, and I think that'll fix a lot of your issues. If you're running auto on a circular diameter rim, you might want to swap and then change that to around 650 or so, and then go down or up depending on how you feel. Next, force feedback. So remember, we're running 10 in the game. We're gonna be running 30 now on the wheelbase. That is much higher than I had it before. I was running 17 before, so that just shows you that they have knocked off a significant amount of torque in the game. So I'm running 30 here. Force feedback, linearity, always have this off, because this enables the base to give you the full amount of torque that it has. Natural damper, have this off. I find this to be a distraction. Even with the new update, it's too mushy, it feels weird. Personally, I think it slows you down. Natural friction, also keep this off. I feel like there's not much of a benefit. Like I said, it's more of a distraction. Natural inertia, this is the biggest one. I changed this to 20. So this little bit of an added weighted feel that you get with this has kind of changed the game for me, because I noticed that with the update, when you're taking a turn like this, you can't really feel anything. But when I put this at 20, I could actually kind of feel the road more. I could feel understeer and tire flex. I'm not sure why that's happening, but this being at 20 has really been a game changer for me. Force feedback, interpolation, I keep this off because I like a raw signal. It does make the wheelbase kind of rumble a little bit. If you don't like that, if it's a little bit too aggressive, change this to like 2 or 3, and the force feedback detail will be smoother. Like in the rim, it'll feel smoother in your hand. So if you want it to be smoother, use 3. If you want it to be raw, keep it off. Force feedback intensity, we need to keep this at 100. We need it to be 1-to-1 in the game. We want to make sure that we're grabbing all of the detail that GT7 is pushing out. And also with force effect, keep this at 100. I have tried this at 120. There's no way that I can do it properly to where I can avoid clipping with a high torque in the game. So keep this at 100. Spring effect. I've never liked spring effect. Some people are using this around 30 or 40. I wasn't even aware that it worked for Gran Turismo 7, but to me, this is just one of those things that feel a bit off to me. So I personally keep it off, but you can tinker with this if you like. Damper effect. keep that off. Like I said, the mush is just very unnatural and it feels strange. Brake level indicator. Now this one is only for you guys that have V3 pedals, or if you have like a load cell. So for the V3 pedals, there's a vibration on the pedals. And if you set this to 80 like I do, what that means is the pedals will vibrate when you're at 80% brake. So that only applies for you guys with those pedals. Shock vibration, this only applies for people that have a compatible rim. This doesn't really matter. I'll be honest with you, I've never even felt what this is like. I don't even know why it's on here. I've put it on, off. I've played iRacing. I never really feel it. So that doesn't really matter. MPS function, just keep this on auto, and your brake force. So this is only for people with a load cell. I run 15 because I play in socks. If you play with shoes, you might want to bump this up to like 25 or so. This is up to you though, guys. This is just how much pressure you need to apply on your brake in order to achieve full brake. The heavier it is, the kind of easier it is with trail braking in a way, but I'm so used to a lighter brake that for me, 15 is perfect, and then I made the pedals that I have extremely, extremely stiff. That's just how I like to use it. But anyway, guys, I hope this helped. I really, really hope that you guys will enjoy the new update. I'm telling you, once I applied these settings and once I was on the track, I instantly just felt quicker with it. I'm not really sure what it is. Hopefully it helped you guys, and you have a good weekend.